All right, guys. Let's see what we're looking at today. Safest buy would be here. And here, I don't see a return coming that high. Even this macro buy here, break of the Asian range, pull back here around 6, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. you had that run and rally. That mitigation right here, the break of the Asian range. You see that? Even now, just based off this, I do see price retracing, potentially even maybe coming back to this Asian range, and then going back to buy. That would be my only interest. A pullback. If we break that pullback, it'll come this way. You're gonna only look for buys though. SPX has broken all structure here. We're gonna retest these highs and come back into this zone here. Swipe liquidity of that high. 4 PPI lower than expected. Bearish for markets. Actually, this is actually bullish. This is bullish for markets. This is bullish for markets. Because PPI inflation is lower than expected, so both this was really bullish for markets. 830 News was very bullish for markets. Very positive. Right? Market range is still at the 25%, so look for pullbacks here and here. Let me pull up the Discord here. We're probably going to be buying all month, selling end of April, May. May is very bearish markets, historically speaking. I see May being very bearish. Just historically speaking. Give me a second, guys. Shouldn't take this long. Very weird. SPX is going to the break of structure on the daily high. Same concept here. You're going to see a pullback today. Most likely you will see a pullback just because it looks like Dixie wants to pull back at least back up to this zone here. It's a major zone. Then you'll see like more of a fall. So these areas is what I'm looking at, that pullback to come to. Then to pull back to 97 here. It's kind of what I'm looking at with US 30. SPX, I'm kind of giving you guys an idea right now here. Russell. Yeah, ES features pulling back for sure. Just slightly though. Might come here or might come here today. Based on the execution of where it lands at 10 a.m. is where I'm going to go for sure. There's still gaps here that need to be filled. See that? There's going to be a rug pull on markets here soon, most likely. I see a rug pull happening for sure. One thing that's interesting is this. See this right here? This is technically a break of structure here. Even though it's a bearish candle, in the daily it's a break of structure. In other time frames it isn't, but it's interesting to see. Because if we don't break a lower low, technically this is bearish. I mean bullish. Alright, this is what I'm looking for, guys. I'm waiting for pullbacks, but these pullbacks aren't coming yet. So, like, can't really make a move unless I have a good solid pullback. This right here, even here, like the mitigation of this zone, see that? Markets need to at least come here for me to sell oil off here. The move's already made. Markets are not even really pulling back here, which is like an issue. We need some sort of pullback to sell, guys. Even scalp, we need some sort of pullback. At least here. To scalp this for a sell, at least to this zone. See that? We need to find that. We need to wait for this right here. Internal sells. Before we can even get to the zone. All right, let's look at gold. Gold did exactly what we wanted it to from last night. Yeah, this morning. Gold to buy, guys. Gold is a buy. If it can come down here, we buy here. At least here. All right, I'm looking for buys on gold. Buys on gold 100%. If it comes to this zone, I'm getting into buys. Okay, I'm looking for a pullback on gold, but I'm going for buys on gold. I'm going for buys on gold. XAU/USD. Looking for buys on gold. Looking for a pullback though, because obviously we have really good stuff here. Break of the Asian range. Let's look at the sniper. Yeah, break of the Asian range. We might come here, right? If we do break this zone, we might come lower to this zone here. Keep that in mind. But I'm looking for a pullback, but gold is gonna run to the upside. Like, it's just, there's so many factors here. Break of the Asian range, one of the easiest trades when we have breaks of the Asian range here for pullbacks. And then we're looking at markets actually move earlier throughout the day, which is interesting because usually the first quarter of the year, you'll see 10 a.m. be a big movement part. Now you're seeing 8 a.m. play a big role and 9 a.m. play an even bigger role than normal. Now 10 a.m. usually goes as a roll of reversals here. Psychologically, I mean, time-based trading speaking, usually after daylight savings, things tend to change all the time in markets. And what you'll notice is time still kind of plays a role, but it's usually, a lot of the moves will happen 1 hour earlier. Usually second quarter of the year is what I've just noticed, you know? Looking for these reversals here at these times. To be brutally honest, I'm looking for gold buys. Okay, so gold buys. I'm sending out a couple signals, some SPX gold buys. Let's look at USD CAD here. See what's happening with CAD. Getting nice pullbacks on CAD. I don't want to call anything with CAD now, just because there's been such a massive shift in structure and momentum. And I want to get first, I don't want to catch a falling knife. I do want to see the price of CAD first to run. Even though it is around a daily buying zone, like this is a daily buying zone for sure. It should at least come back up to here. CAD looks very bullish, USD CAD. It usually means that Dixie's going to do a solid pullback here soon. You know? So USD CAD looks very bullish. I'm just personally not going to call the buy, because I'm in a couple things right now. So USD CAD looks very bullish. GU looks ridiculously bullish. Breaking structure here. You're going to want to buy GU here and here. Completely shifting momentum after that entire war sentiment has shifted, at least for now. I see it bearish next month. Euro, same kind of story here, looking for those big pullbacks. We just got to wait for those big pullbacks here with Euro. Waiting for shorts. I want to see how Bitcoin reacts here. You know, my sentiment still with Bitcoin long term is to sell. I think we're going to have a huge crash soon with Bitcoin. I think it's going to swipe external liquidity. And I'm pretty certain about this, because we don't have a daily break of structure yet. There's no close above structure, right? So I think we're going to have a huge swipe of liquidity here. And then a fall. May is historically bearish. Right? Historically a bearish month. Right? Sell in May and go away is a popular stock market at age. Just historical data shows May is not strictly, but rather a start of historically weekly lower volume performance. While it's considered the start of the worst 6 months in recent decades, May has often been modest. May's pretty bearish. You never want to hold stocks during the summer period, okay? You never want to be holding stocks during the summer period. Historically speaking, you never want to. Because of this, I do believe, again, we are going to have that rally. After that rally comes, we're going to have a fall. Give me 30 seconds, guys. Give me 30 seconds. So that's my whole basis of thinking here with this. That's how we're going to see it, right? I believe we are going to see this swipe of liquidity rally here. This order flow continue, and you'll understand what I mean by order flow. I think what April's going to do is it's going to trap all the buyers. So what it's going to do is it's going to create this false narrative trap where Bitcoin and crypto looks up, mitigate this zone here, and the goal of this whole thing is to trap all of the buyers. They want crypto, or they want all retail to start buying here, right? And what they're going to do is they're going to trap you guys. Once they can trap you, swipe of liquidity, mid-April, we're already in April, the end of April, you're going to see a top come. May go away, bearish, and swipe all of you out. From May, something is going to happen fundamentally. I can't tell you guys right now, but just historically speaking, just from my experience trading the last 10 years, May's been always bearish. Why? Because it prices in the summer. The summer months are usually bearish. There aren't that much movement. Wall Street actually isn't even that active either in the summer. Reason being is because everyone's always excited about what? Summer. Seen the majority of that happen to the rest of the space here, and let's see if we can find evidence with this here in other different pairs. I'm shocked that Microsoft here is MicroStrategy is still at all-time lows. It does need a retracement. Nvidia is pushing hard, which is good, but again, Nvidia also has, I'm going to show you guys something. Gaps need to be filled with Nvidia here and here, which means Nvidia is going to pull back here. Same thing with April. So we could see evidence of April's gains being wiped out by May. See this right here? April's gains, there's evidence that April's gains are going to be wiped out by May. You see that? Gap here. Like gaps towards bearish price action. You see that right here, and right here. So there's evidence that bearish price action is coming. So I'm not just saying this, guys, just because I'm some guy that I understand the fundamentals here, but I also see, look at this, you see evidence. There's evidence here in the chart that bearish price action is coming. So we want to kind of catch this near the top. Now the top can come here, or for the NASDAQ, it can come here. But there will be a top coming soon. And then bearish price action will start to take over as we enter the summer. Okay? So this top is coming for sure. This is here evidence of bullish price action that needs to be filled. This is Tesla. Tesla's down already significantly from highs. Around already 27%, which is hurting. Elon's hurting from that for sure. Microsoft in the same boat, down tremendously from the last previous structure. Microsoft has actually a bigger, more of a bullish, I would say, potential than almost any other stock right now, because it's down 29%, but look at this, there's gaps here that need to be filled. Bullish gaps. Maybe it's because Bill Gates Dixie's still kind of bearish here. It hasn't done any type of reversal here. So yeah, guys, I'm just waiting for some type of reversal. I can't really do any type of movement until I see some type of reversal here. If there's no reversal, then I'm not going to get in. It's impossible to get into something that doesn't have a reversal here. So I just need to wait for a reversal for all markets here. They're kind of just in movement here. That reversal might come at 10 a.m. And then that's when you could execute a little bit more, but there's no real reversal yet. So I'm just waiting for that here. If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. Feel free to type it in the chat as we're waiting for reversals. That reversal's coming right now, so I'm just waiting for it. That's the biggest thing I'm just waiting for. Some type of reversal, at least into this zone here, specifically with gold. As this area gets already compressed, price is overvalued. We're coming here at least to the 50% of the VWAP here. Coming to this zone, buy zone right here. If we get a break or a close below the VWAP, then price will come here, and then we'll look for buys. But most importantly, this is kind of what I'm looking at here. All right, guys. This is kind of my roundabout, what I'm looking at here. I will see you guys soon. Please, if you see the zones get hit, that's where I'm going to be executing for sure. Set alerts. I already set timers here. Specifically with SPX, I'm looking for a long-term swing. With gold, I'm looking for at least a scalp here in this zone. And then also, most importantly with Bitcoin, long-term, I'm still looking for shorts. And we'll get it rocking, guys. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I will talk to y'all soon specifically.